The state of our education in this nation.
The agony of American education continues.
A lot of children's needs are not being met within the four walls of their school building.
Nationwide, teacher shortage.
There is so much pressure on teachers.
A recent Harvard study ranks American students 25th in math and 17th in science in the world.
We're overwhelmed.
So how can the U.S. fix our lagging school system?
To the future of education.
Prepare our education systems for the future.
Technical revolution defining our era. Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence is about building tools, building computers that can do very specific tasks better than human beings can.
Productivity improvements, time savings. We're working with school districts that are already saying it's saving their teachers 5 to 10 hours a week. How are you going to use it? And then think about...
Artificial intelligence is groundbreaking new technology that enables computers to have their own mind, to think, resolve, and analyze just as a person does. AI works by simulating human intelligence through the use of data algorithms and extremely high amounts of computational power.
I'm Bob Hill. I'm a solutions architect for AWS. I support our Department of Defense customers in the research and engineering department area, and I specialize in AI and machine learning, and with a specialty of generative AI.
Artificial intelligence aims to give machines or software the ability to perform tasks that would usually require human intelligence, such as problem solving, learning, and reasoning.
So artificial intelligence is really any technique that enables computers to mimic human intelligence. It could be logic, if-then statements using machine learning.
Today's AI includes many levels, from machine learning that identifies patterns in data to classification systems that intake and analyze data, to predictive models with the ability to forecast trends, and lastly, generative AI, which can create its own original content.
There's classification AI and predictive AI, so recognizing patterns and identifying something or predicting trends based off of statistical patterns and historical data. And then there's generative AI, and that's obviously the frontier of where we are today.
With the emergence of this powerful new technology, many industries are already implementing it. Today, AI is already commonly used to aid and service people and organizations through the use of chatbots, streamline business operations with process automation, and advance the state of our healthcare system with AI-driven diagnostics. As this new technology, that is artificial intelligence, continues to evolve, its potential to transform industries and everyday life is limitless. Over the past century and a half, industries all across our country have undergone evolution and transformations. Farming underwent mechanization during the Green Revolution, evolving from traditional manual labor to mechanized efficiency. Large-scale manufacturing went from labor-intensive, crowded factory floors to automated production lines. But the thing that has failed to evolve to a changing world is our education system, which remains largely unchanged since the Industrial Revolution. While our global competitors have embraced technology and innovative teaching methods into our classrooms, our schools still operated on an outdated model focused on standardized learning and producing workers for an economy that has drastically changed since the late 1890s. As a constant figure in schools since the beginning, principals have always been in charge of overlooking and improving their schools. Karen Summers, principal of Green Level High School of Cary, North Carolina, embodies and harnesses the mindset of school improvement and looking ahead to the future.
We do need to change. We do need to be more progressive. We need to seek to understand what Gen Z needs and what future generations need.
With a need for change in our education system and ambitious leadership determined to explore possibilities and ideas with the potential to create better learning environments, it's time we start catching our schools up to the modern educational needs of students. Let's dive into how the technology of the future is already impacting classrooms today. Artificial intelligence could just be our society's solution to a seemingly underperforming education system. With implementation capabilities that would lead to an education system that adapts to every student, empowers every teacher, breaking through the limitations of traditional learning and leading to an innovative and interactive classroom. The most common implementation of AI are large language models like ChatGPT, which are already rapidly revolutionizing industries, and it's only a matter of time before these opportunities make their way into our education system. Every day, new AI technologies are sprouting up, creating endless possibilities and opportunities for advancements. The ability of AI to level up productivity for lower-level tasks is unprecedented.
It could help, enable people to complete lower-level tasks faster so they can focus on higher-level tasks as well. And, it's really enabler and truly something that is going to change every aspect, I think, of everyone's lives, moving forward.
As it stands, education is a rapidly evolving industry. With the addition of personal student computers in the 2010s already shifting our classrooms towards greater use of technologies, now, with the endless possibilities of AI, our classrooms can continue to shift towards a more intuitive and interactive space. AI technologies will be an easy-to-use tool for students to collaborate with to aid them in their everyday needs. On a basic level, large language models with technology like computer vision have the ability to identify, gather, and process information faster than any teacher or student can do.
If used responsibly, it can help increase productivity. It can help see around corners where you didn't see.
Artificial intelligence is not just about speed and time saving, but rather creating a more adaptive approach to education that can respond to individuals' specific learning needs. The many implementations of artificial intelligence give students in our education system access to technologies that can aid them in everyday tasks like note-taking, with AI transcription and summarization, to gathering and analyzing data for large-scale projects.
I think another thing that, that I would have loved to have this in my education was able to take notes and summarize some of those notes. I could never take notes quick enough for when the teacher or professor is lecturing and being able to have a microphone or something, transcribe and read that, and then summarize the lesson would help my learning. I think that will enhance student success.
These implementations can be applied in any situation and will be able to save time for more valuable learning opportunities. Instead of time being spent on monotonous and repetitive tasks, students in our classroom can have access to tools with capabilities like data analyzation, text summarization, and transcription, eliminating the stress and time spent on the many tasks students are given.
It could help analyze data quicker, find that there's statistical either anomalies or patterns in there. It could be computer vision and be able to identify things quicker that a human just can't process that vast amount of data.
Unlike computers, teachers and students are not all the same. We all have our different preferences and styles. Every student has their own learning style and ability to process information, and every teacher has their own strategy and style of presenting their lessons to their class. This is where AI can be implemented to benefit our education system.
So there's always been a dream, science fiction authors have been writing about it for decades, that AI could be something of a tutor for every student, but maybe just as powerful, it can also be a teaching assistant for every teacher. Most teachers spend someplace between 5 and 20 hours a week doing things like writing lesson plans, grading papers, writing progress reports. AI can do those things, especially the frontier models.
The possibility of every student having their own AI-powered tutor tailored to their specific learning style, with the ability to interactively teach an infinite number of topics, ranging from integrals and calculus to essay writing and American history. This interactive aspect of artificial intelligence has also already been beneficially implemented in language classes to propel students further.
My name is Maria Delgado, and I'm a teacher at Green Level High School. To use artificial intelligence so my kids, they can have a conversation in Spanish for AP, like when they're having a conversation with a native speakers, like the program respond to you and so on. But yes, every day for a little things.
The benefits from the implementation of artificial intelligence not only apply to students, but our teachers also stand to immensely benefit from the power of AI. Teachers across our state are constantly flooded and overwhelmed with repetitive and monotonous tasks, holding them back from working one-on-one with students and developing personal relationships with them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just come about so fast, and your teachers are already so overwhelmed with, the amount of students that we have in the classroom, right? Then you add all of like the daily stuff, right? Canvas is not very intuitive, and it is very time consuming, and like it takes a lot of just executive functioning to get through that, right? Plus all of the emails and the meetings and the, lunch duty.
Large language models like ChatGPT and Magic School AI could be implemented into classrooms, giving teachers access to innovative tools with the ability to create lessons and assignments. Overall, saving teachers time and giving them ideas and inspiration, which will bring new perspectives into their classrooms.
Yes, like sometimes, for example, yesterday I had to assign an alternative assignment to a student in my class. So I ask, sometimes I use it using ChatGPT, sometimes I'm using Perplexity to provide me an alternative assignment. I just give the prompt and provide me an alternative assignment or some ideas. I like artificial intelligence. It saves a lot of time. I can never take 100% what they are offering. You always have to tweak here and there and change here and there. But it's really fast. If you need to, for example, do a rubric like in less than 2 seconds, they can provide you with resources. They can give you ideas of what to include in your work. And it's for a Spanish class.
Likewise, artificial intelligence could also revolutionize campus management by providing administrators across our education system with technology that would streamline tasks like course scheduling and tracking student attendance. The implementation of these AI technologies would lead to administrators having more time to focus on creating an inclusive and adaptive learning environment.
It could be used for even campus management and facilities of schools and predictive maintenance, so not just your traditional student aspect of it, but from facilities perspective and things, and then the back office as well, enabling teachers to prepare lessons, by helping them maybe generate tests, help them understand and grade things quicker, so that they can focus on individualized learning. It's just some things at top of mind.
Artificial intelligence has begun to reshape our education system from personalized learning that aims to help individual students and meet their specific needs to tools helping teachers manage workloads. Artificial intelligence is more than just a technology. It's a major change in how we teach, learn, and grow together. Education is not one size fits all, neither for students or teachers.
You know what I mean? Like that's boring to me. I would much rather get different perspectives, because your life is different from your life, is different from your life, is different from my life. And that's good. But always, and I'm sure you could talk to any teacher, like we all want to put our own spin on it. Like I can't teach Miss Nation's things or Mr. Sonstrom's things as well as I would be able to teach something that I have created, right? Miss Singh and I were...
Every student learns at their own pace and has their own strengths and weaknesses. Artificial intelligence is able to analyze these differences and personalize lessons to fit each and every student within a quarter of the time a human will be able to do.
Okay, for teachers, as educators, it saves a lot of time.
A lot of time.
It's a lot of time. I have heard some teachers use it to grade students' papers. I haven't tried that option yet. But if it is useful, why not? I mean, teachers will spend whole weekends just grading papers. To provide materials, work, resources, I think for teachers is going to be very effective.
Many teachers' perspectives show how artificial intelligence's efficiency helps teachers save many hours that would otherwise be spent on tasks such as grading, which can easily be completed with artificial intelligence. For example, instead of having to manually review essays, which could take hours or even days, Artificial intelligence tools such as Grammarly or DAP Learning AI can analyze and score written work in minutes, while providing detailed and nuanced feedback. This not only speeds up the process, but also ensures unbiased fairness in grading, allowing teachers more time to focus on the interpersonal aspects of teaching.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if the generative AI is, as we stand today, is autocomplete, and so it is still a ways away from, say, generalized intelligence, but at the current state, it really is something that would enable educators, students, and existing people accelerate accelerate their profession, student career, and overall increase productivity.
This kind of personalization is able to help students succeed in ways that aren't possible with traditional methods. However, not everyone is on board. Some worry about artificial intelligence's impact on education, such as concerns about students misusing artificial intelligence to cheat on assignments and exams. Although these plagiarism and academic dishonesty concerns have some merit, it is important to remember that the way we choose to use artificial intelligence, that being responsibly or irresponsibly, is not the fault of the tool itself, but our human ethical code. Any tool can be used responsibly or irresponsibly.
You still have to do the job. You can use it as a resource, but you still have to do the job. So if students, they are doing everything using ChatGPT and just copying answers, I mean, we're creating a new generation of people who want to be able to read, to write, or to solve a problem. So use it, but don't misuse it.
But overall, using it responsibly and making sure, one thing that even in my day to day and talking with customers is you can't use it as a crutch. You can't use it as an end all be all. You have to check for hallucinations. You're only as good as your data, and that's important to know, especially when you are really trying to get better answers or better responses from a generative AI application, for example, is providing it proper context is essential to providing good and desirable results.
Of course, challenges remain. Others argue that relying on artificial intelligence can lead to overdependence and diminishing creativity, creating bad habits. But the same way calculators didn't replace math, artificial intelligence in education doesn't replace learning. The goal isn't to take over human roles, but to work alongside teachers and students, complementing their abilities.
I don't think, I have read a little bit about that. I don't think AI will ever replace teachers.
How come?
Because we are, teachers, we are no machine. We just not provide resources. We don't just provide information or academics. We're more than that. We are providing love. And I don't know, sometimes we are just understanding. I mean, you have an issue and you need to talk to a teacher because that's your safe place. Will you be doing the same thing with a machine? Hey, ChatGPT, can I talk to you? My girlfriend left me. It's not the same thing,
It is a tool. It should not replace the human being. It should only ever be used as a way to enhance. So, but he's like, yeah, let's use it. And I'm like, we can use it, but we really have to be responsible with the way we use it.
But humans, they will never be replaced. We're like nurses every day. We are psychologists. That interaction in the halls, like I love to scare my kids in the classroom. Like go behind, ooh, and so I keep them awake. Do you think artificial intelligence can scare you as good as I am doing it? So there's a lot of different aspects. Like, yeah, it would be like less personal, maybe.
The potential of artificial intelligence in education is vast. From preventing learning gaps to improving teacher efficiency, it's a tool that, when used responsibly, can change the way we learn and teach forever. The choice isn't if artificial intelligence belongs in education, rather how we implement it responsibly to create a better and improved future for our education system. Artificial intelligence in education is more than just a tool. It's a resource that can be used for growth and transforming how we learn. It helps educators, students, and professionals to accelerate their work, enhance their careers, and drive their productivity. One thing is clear: the potential of artificial intelligence in education cannot be ignored or avoided. It has the power to inspire, teach, and to create opportunities where none existed before, while also improving on pre-existing factors. But the responsibility lies with us to use it wisely and make sure that the progress that's made is not just about technology, but about people. Education is about preparing students for the future, and artificial intelligence is the future. Training students for this future of AI is inevitable and will help them learn a valuable technology that will become only more widely used as time goes on. Not only will we implement AI into education, we will also need to educate on the implementations of AI.
We're just on the precipice. We just literally have dipped our little toe into the water. There is so much to learn. And I really feel like we could even have an AI class, a course. That's a great thought. Okay, maybe that's something we could create. But no, we are all learning together, and there's so much more, and it's not going away. I mean, just the evolution of technology to some is scary, but it's here to stay. AI is not going anywhere. Like, that is a huge field that is up and coming.
Another thing, and I think it's an opportunity for almost a class of prompt engineering. How you actually get and write a prompt to better get a model to respond.
We need to educate ourselves, and not only do we need to educate students, but teachers, staff need to be educating as well. I could definitely see a whole course on AI. I think that would be fascinating to teach. Yeah, it's limitless.
The future of learning is here, and it's ours to shape.